Molweni and welcome to Rooted, a show where we explore culture, heritage, social issues, and identity shaping our society. I'm your host, Usindi Jamjam. Today's conversation is about something that affects families, communities, and is still a serious problem in South Africa: gender-based violence. But today's conversation is not only about gender-based violence, but it is about finding solutions. It is about healing, and also it is about finding a way yokudibanisa amadoda and heal our nation for the future. Joining us today is Vuyisile Nyongoba, chairperson and the founder of Isibaya Samadoda Hub. His work focuses on community development, men's dialogue sessions, health awareness, entrepreneurship, skills development, and addressing social issues affecting young men in Nelson Mandela Bay. He is also leading upcoming initiatives such as Change Agents Fellowship, aimed at recruiting and training young men as facilitators and community change makers. Vuyisile Patwam, siyakwamukela ku-Rooted. Mntasekhaya, xa sisiva about gender-based violence, immediately we think about physical abuse, but how deep is it?
Starting from with the concept gender-based violence, it's a very crucial part because it involves in two types of genders, the both genders, the female and the male side. So it is something that happens to abantu abangomama or males, whereby you get violated or in your family or your society, school, and it's not something that it's about violence only. It also goes in the health concept, because it doesn't start at the point where you be a gender-based violence perpetrator. It goes far. So gender-based violence, it's a very crucial concept, whereby we have to take part of it. Sisonke as abantu basekhlaleni.
How serious is it in South Africa?
Gender-based violence is so serious in South Africa. If we can check the high rate of rape, it's more higher, and it's led by gender-based violence, because rape starts at gender-based violence. Because before a rage or abe victimized, uqala bethwe or abonakalise ukuthi bana akaphethekanga kahle. So that's gender-based violence in large.
You've worked with communities, usebenzile nawo namadoda. So what do you think yintoni ingxaki behind this behavior of gender-based violence?
Firstly, when we address the issue of gender-based violence, you have to look at where it started. Because in some cases, perpetrators bakhule nayo lanto, whereby he saw that utata yakhe ebetha umama yakhe or umama yakhe ebetha utata. So Tina, we deal with it ukuthi bana we sit together and talk, because we have this thing ukuthi bana a dialogue session has a power, because you get to engage ukuthi nonke bana what to do and what's the concept we are talking about.
And boys, they look up to their fathers.
Yes.
You understand? So everything that utata ayenzayo, we believe that it is okay. You understand? So some people believe that masculinity, ndindoda, do you understand? They use that power to abuse women. Do you think that is really the issue?
I don't think that's really the issue, because if you can check, even a mother can be a indoda, because there are single mothers out there, whereby she went nomntana on at 3 years ongumfana. So uzonyanzeleka angene ezihlangwini zoba ngutata. So masculinity is not that, we don't take it that ukuthi bana thina singamadoda, because if we take it as that, asizofuna ufunda, because if we can take it real, other people that take masculinity to a high rate, they don't want to learn. Ukuthi bana, for umzekelo, if I take masculinity to the high rate, andizofuna ukuva kuwe xa uzandicebisa ukuthi bana what to do as a male.
Yes, ngoba wena wazibhetele.
So that's my piece on that.
So, but ucinga uba ibaluleke kangakanani le nto siyenzayo umzekelo ngoku, because we're having a dialogue here and about gender-based violence. Le nto sisasixakileyo. So how important do you think it is into yobana mayinwenwe nakwezinye communities kuncokolwe ngayo?
The important ngoba if we start talking about it now,
Yeah.
there will be like young generations abazoyifunda
Yeah.
and take bazoyibukela ukuthi bana this ukuthi bana baze ne plan ukuthi bana mhlambi ingaphela njani, because if we can start teaching the young ones ukuthi bana how to protect yourself, the education of gender-based violence,
Yes.
the education of health awarenesses.
Yes.
Bazothi xa befika on an age of a scale of 13, 14, 15, no, because there are change agents around their communities, ukuthi bana they can lessen the high rate of the gender-based violence happening.
Do you think young men, do they get enough guidance from adults, from people about this particular thing that we're talking about?
On that, it's a 50-50 scale, because in us as males, there's that tendency ukuthi bana some of the males, they don't want to learn. Some of them they do. So, land opportunities and guidance, they are for example, up in Nelson Mandela Bay, there are mentors, there are people that goes around teaching males, there are people who goes around equipping them, even as a klalin, bakono putabadala, whereby you look upon the Akhorman and then ear guide or Gutibana Yens in the right. But the thing is, it's a final decision that us as males we do, as young males, because we tend that Gutibana, we don't want to listen to Dala, because Sinalandu Gutibana, ebene klesha like on that time. So now it's my time.
Yes.
So it's a 50-50 scale, because there are males that want to learn, then there are males that don't want to learn.
I think I can make a difference.
I can make a difference.
Different. Oh my God. Okay, before we continue, we want to hear from you. What role do you think communities can play in fighting gender-based violence? But before we do that, before we come back, let's quickly run to an ad break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Rooted. Now, let's speak about the solutions. But you speak a lot about skills development, especially around the young man. Why is that important?
I think that one is very, very important because actually we see a lot of cases, Gutibana, there's amapara, there's robbing, there's isn't as in the guy, but we don't have a question Gutibana. Don't you think ababanda banana yokwenza?
Of course.
So the skills development plays a big role there, because equipping them with skills without a criteria, because in different skills there are criteria and requirements that neka abe no grade 12, neka abe no grade 10, grade 11, but abanye out there in the communities they didn't do school. So we seize the gap there. We have to equip them with skills, like about entrepreneurship and other skills, so we're trying to lessen the high rates of crime and unemployment of males in the youth, because if we teach them skills,
and maybe those people are able kwabona mhlawumbi abanye abatsala nzima esikolweni, you understand? So umntana akhule nalana uba hayi wethu umunco, you get it now, but also bengakumelanga bana we see them like that. So it's very important to equip them. Yes, ma'am. Nansi enye into, sorry, I'm saying ma'am. Nansi enye into, there is lack of imisebenzi. Do you understand?
Yes.
Maybe we do those skills. We have those skills development, but so do you think that also plays a huge role in gender-based violence?
Yes, it does in some cases and in some people, because being a male that doesn't have a job, and you other males want to adapt in other lifestyles. ukuthi bana he has to have a girlfriend, he has to be part of that friends. So xa ifika laa nto ukuthi bana he doesn't generate income,
Yeah.
idlala into enkulu kuye engqondweni ukuthi bana he has to do something. So iphinde ibe ne-stresses, so even i-stress leads to like some mental disorder, because if you overthink a lot, there will be like something happening in you. So now what I'm highlighting, gender-based violence doesn't yenzeka ngento nje, it always mzekelo it's mental health.
Kakade.
So also not being lendo emisebenzini, it does that a lot, because ndikhenbona it like konye umuntu mhlawumbe umzekelo on a gig, umuntu on a gig stresses a lot ukuthi bana uxoza xa fika kula gig he has to prepare.
Yeah.
So laa mntu yena ungenamsebenzi akakayi emsebenzini for like maybe like 3 months or 2 months, so laa nto it's in his mind ukuthi bana I have to work. So uthi xa esithi bana akafumani umsebenzi. So that's why we tried to create this skills development, so that we could try and equip them with ambassadorships around the businesses, so that they can be their own bosses in entrepreneurship, because we believe that entrepreneurship plays a big role in the communities, because you tend that people create their own businesses. And in the entrepreneurship sector, there are many businesses. You find about architecture. Architecture can learn that by skill. Then he can get like a QCTT accredited certificate.
Yes.
Then he can generate income without sending a CV
Yeah.
or standing on lines. So that's what we're trying to create.
Okay. Ngeziphi ezona skills you think that young men should focus on right now when Xesha School?
As in right now, the skills that males have to like concentrate on. First one is the leadership ethics, because before you go to work,
Yes.
you have to like have ethics in you, because we tend that to ukuthi bana umuntu uyamfumana umsebenzi, then ayeke hlambi on the third day, because if you had that leadership skills ethics, you could know ukuthi bana I have to like ndibekezele emsebenzini noba ipay izawungena later.
Yeah.
I have to be there on time.
Yeah.
And the second skill is to like a long lifetime skill. For example, candle making, learning like like doing like nails.
Yes.
All the like that will generate income, because
Yes.
at the end of the day you have to like have income,
Yes.
because you have to buy toiletries. Even now, transportation is very high, because ukuza like a town, it's 25 rand. So can you imagine if you can't even make a 5 rand? So you can't do anything. So now I believe ukuthi bana the most skills that young males have to like have, it's the leadership ethics skills and the long lifetime skills.
Why is it important for men themselves to be part of a solution on fighting gender-based violence? Well, both genders.
Because in some cases, I like to make it like this. You see, in some cases,
Yes.
it's less that females are the perpetrators.
Okay. Yeah. True.
Always, in all the cases,
True.
it's us as the perpetrators. So,
Yeah, majority.
when do we take that credibility? So, don't you think when, like, for example, 50 of young males are running this Change Agents Fellowship, they recruit each other, educating about gender-based violence, guiding the community,
Yes.
guiding their sisters, mothers, grandmothers. The high rate of gender-based violence and rape can lessen within 2 months if we can do it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's my piece there.
Yes. What kind of leadership do you think the communities need, particularly in men? What kind of leadership do they need? And siyabadinga abantu abanosimela abangamadoda.
The leadership they need is leaders that can work together. Because once leaders work together, for example, if here now we are leaders,
Yes.
then we can't work together. There's no leadership in that community. Because for you being a leader, uneso siphiwo sakho.
Yeah.
And me being a leader, I have my own land
Yeah.
isiphiwo. So if we work together,
Yeah.
there will be like leaders as ezininzi like upper ekuhlaleni, and the leaders that we need in the community is like abantu abadala,
Yeah.
the veterans, because the veterans know ukuthi bana umuntu omdala knows ukuthi bana how to live, because bona bebephila where the economy was so good ukuthi bana bebethenga ihlangu nge-2 rand. So now ikuduru, they have seen the growth of the economy. So if we have that leaders, we take knowledge of leadership like about veterans. I always take knowledge of umuntu omdala, because uzakubalisela amabali whereby alamabali azokufundisa ukuthi bana kuphilwa njani.
Nembali ibuzwa kwabaphambili.
Yeah. So that's why you see ukuthi bana abadala they lead ukuthi bana bafike ku age abo 83, 80 no, because bona bayazazi indlela yophila inside and outside, in the health side and the physical side, because abantu abadala you can tell you ukuthi bana I'm not eating any izinto yonke le apha emhlabeni. Whereby if we have that leaders in the community that knows ukuthi bana how to live, how to strategize the economy, trust me, in every community we could make it.
Do you think sinazo right now in our communities leaders that support young men, leaders that see young men? Do you think we have?
Yeah, we have. Talking as also me, I'm a young man.
Yeah.
Because I have like a mentor. I have a mentor. That's why I think ukuthi bana they are like leaders, because you find people like, I don't want to like put names. You find people leading like young males, and they are visible in our community, especially here in Nelson Mandela Bay. We have a lot of like leaders that are mentors, because we have pastors, we have people that are in the business sector,
Yes.
we have people that are in the health sector, sportive sector. Each and every sector we have leaders in our community. So they are leaders, but the thing is, as Babin Chilo like eqaleni, as us as males, we like tathanda utsala so to go to onyundo, because we tend to go to bana, we don't want to praise that person ngamandla.
Yeah. What does accountability, what does it look like? Now you have to take accountability, right? I did abuse you, I did this. Why? What? How does it show in the manner this person is taking accountability, or umuntu angabonakalisa njani that I am actually taking accountability for abusing?
It can be like being the biggest like leader in the community, whereby I'm making an example. You were a perpetrator, then now you faced your charges, then you are here. The first step I could give an advice to open a support group, whereby you address the indole clearly yokuze bana ulidisheke kulendo, then help the community, because I believe playing a vital role in the community helps also you, because we have family members. I like to make an example of me, because I have seven like females in the house.
Yeah.
So I have to like play a big role in the community, so that bangachaphazeleki kwizinto ezingekho right, like ndibe ndihleli.
Yeah.
So I have to like in the community play a big role. So playing a big role, I could give loan to play a big role in the community, and then fix yourself.
Yes.
Because it started you bana kuze the community be right, or at home go be right.
Yes. Yes. But we've been campaigning. We've been doing campaigns, awarenesses by gender-based violence is wrong, no is no. But how do we turn now these campaigns into real change?
I think is to like start like the campaigns. We did the campaigns are being done out of school. I think the method now is to start at primary schools.
Yes.
Whereby we have like extra murals about teaching the primary students ukuthi bana this is gender-based violence. Angathi umntana xa efika hlambe high school, or athi xa edibana nayo gender-based violence abengayazi. Because there are cases ukuthi bana there are 3 abantwana abafunda grade 3 that faces the gender-based violence. Abengayazi bana ndizawuyaphina kanye ndizawuthi kumamam, what is this? But if we start at the primary school having the murals ukuthi bana i-gender-based violence lento, telling them basics of them, fundamentals of them, the izinto ezenzekayo kuyo, where to go when you lento yenzeka, so that ukuthi nabo, because I believe ukuthi if we teach them, they can go outside, because there's an impact that abantwana abancinci they abayenzayo when they learn. Because I was passing by a taxi listening to a students ababuye esikolweni bawacula ingoma yasesikolweni.
Okay.
Then there was a group coming forward them, badibana nabo bacula la ngoma. So I was thinking inside of me, idea ukuthi bana, what if bafundiswe lento, then they can spread the word within a day. So then the other thing is to like teach the boys, starting from a boy child, because there was this thing that we were thinking at the hub, to do an event ukuthi bana take a boy child to school, because it's always a motto ukuthi bana taking a girl child to school.
Take a boy child to school.
So now we turned to ukuthi bana take a boy child to school, because there are less boys that are being sent to school by their own fathers. So that will play indima enkulu ukuthi nabo they ubone ukuthi bana ukhona utata, so that athi naye xa ekhula naye athathe wakhe umntana naye amse esikolweni.
Ingadlala njani indima ifamily mntase in reducing this problem that we have, in teaching young men, bangabafundisa kanjani in teaching them that this is wrong, this is not how we do things?
Firstly, like a family should take part in the dialogue sessions that are being run by some organizations, because there are many organizations we have in Nelson Mandela Bay that implements the health awarenesses, gender-based violence, mental health awarenesses. But we turn to Gutibana in those spaces, we sit us as only as stakeholders.
Yes.
We don't have like a majority of family members in the spaces. But the other input that a family can do is to do their own dialogue session. Because a dialogue session, I think a government sector to do it. You can do a dialogue session about these cases, because normally in family spaces we don't talk about crucial concepts. We also talk about do the TikTok, and then when something happens, we all of a sudden we are all shocked. But if we talked about the concepts, rape, guys, what do we do? Guys, gender-based violence, what do we do?
What do you think? Also, get their knowledge as well. What do you think? So that I have to fix here. No, I get it. We are having a beautiful conversation. I love that, teaching the young men and women to stay away from gender-based violence. But before we continue, let's quickly go to a break. Welcome back to Rooted. Badon, do you think social media has influenced your relationships negatively or positively?
I think both. Because in a positive side, there are videos and trends that helps a relationship to be strong. But on the negative side, it ruins some of the relationships, because there are trends, there are things that you see on social media, and social media has an impact like with an hashtag, because if I do a post now and I do a hashtag and you also do that hashtag, maybe 10 people do the hashtag, it's a trend, and people on social media would like follow it and react on it, even though it's good or bad. then it ends in the ebuhlungu because other people take social media results into heart. Ukuthi bana they have like umzekelo if utrendile akazokwazi ukhopa ukuthi bana angazibulali because la trend izaba it's a suicidal attempt kuye because uzathe bonxa ebona landa acinge xa ndizaya phaphandle thixo wami ndiyatrenda ngoku. So I think social media has an impact both sides because in the good side, in social media you can advertise your business very well.
Yeah.
Because there are followers in social media in every platform like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. And you can post your business in LinkedIn and you can do an event. So it has amacala amabini. It's a 50-50 scale nakuyo. So an advice on that ukuthi bana abantu have to use social media.
Yeah.
Because iyakhulula nangezinye indlela because if you come to ubuye emsebenzini you are drained ingene TikTok watch reels isukile lonto because the first time you open TikTok the first reel bayahlekisa so yekile ucinga ngalonto. So that's my piece on that.
All right, but Vuyisile, thank you so much for joining us today and giving us your insight about gender-based violence and Imfundo Yenzayo. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Gender-based violence, we can fight it by being honest, by taking accountability and taking action. This is your host, Usindi Jamjam, and please stay rooted. Until next time.